For those wondering, no, I didn't watch the inauguration. I didn't want to bother watching it. It's like I'm not gonna go into details on why I didn't watch it. I'm not gonna discuss it with you all. I'm just saying there are things that is starting to get frightening to me. I wrote on Medium from perspective that January 20th, 2025, Donald Trump was sworn in for a second non-consecutive term as president of the United States. Carries significant weight for the future of American democracy. As from this standpoint, from my this inauguration day is not just a ceremonial transitional, but a critical juncture that could define the trajectory of the democratic principles in the United States. Of course, when he uttered the oath of office, so help me God, he committed not only to uphold the Constitution, but also to serve all Americans, regardless of their political affiliations. That's good. That's one good thing. That's one good thing he did. The moment, traditionally one of unity, was owed by concerns of Trump's past actions and statements. His his policies and rhetoric that many argue challenge like the norms, including his attempts to undermine the integrity of elections, and his approach to executive power. This is one thing he said. Donald Trump is a businessman, and he wants to run run government like it's a business, and we knew that from day one. We knew that from when he ran in 2016 that he was going to run it like a business. And now in 2024, he's moving it again. The policy, he suggested a blizzard of Earth aiming for shock and awe and policy implementation, particularly on issues such as like immigration, energy policy, potentially seeing advancements in civil rights and environmental policies established under the previous administrations. Like recently, he pulled out of the World Health Organization based on his words. Oh, they're all tied to China. They mishandled the COVID-19 pandemic. No, they didn't. He's a dimwit. He's a total dimwit, and everyone knows he's a dimwit. It's just ignore it. The cult of personality is dangerous, folks. I'm not lying, and I might not have a lot to say about that, but it's a cult of personality. People come to 77 people, not million people, who voted for him, couldn't be more wrong, and they decided to elect a clown. I don't care, a clown who's probably got his brain has got turned into mush when he aged because of poor eating habits, and poor healthy habits. That's pretty much saying a lot here. Of course, I wrote here, this use of executive power, while legally permissible, raises questions about the balance of power and the potential for unilateral decisions that could bypass legislative checks and balances, core elements of a functioning democracy. Also, he just pardoned 1,500 MAGA idiots that attacked the Capitol on January 6th of 2021, calling them hostages when there's video saying they attacked the Capitol, they attacked police officers, and many people were not for that, but they should have said, maybe he should have and people were for clemency. I understood that, but pardoning all of them, including like Stewart Rhodes and everybody else, and the Proud Boys. Oh my God! This opens up the wound. Donald Trump is opening up the wound of what happened today. What happened on that day, and then tell you the blood is not gonna stop flowing. until we get in a different Congress in 2026. We will get, or maybe so, or maybe we can, and maybe Democratic leadership. I'm more leaning towards Ken Martin than Ben Wickler, but at least Ken Martin kept Minnesota blue at least. The Heritage Foundation playing a role. Like they have at least several members of his potential members of his cabinet are going to be in positions like that, and that's gonna be a lot, and that's gonna be says a lot. Sure he's protecting free speech. That's a good thing because I get to say I'm gonna say what I feel. I say what I really feel. This guy's a clown. This guy's a clown, and I'm not afraid to say I'm not afraid to say it. I don't care if it displeases people or that they hate me for my beliefs. At least I'm more honest in what I say. I don't subscribe to the MAGA philosophy that we should be loyal to in loyalty. Number one, my loyalty is to my country. I grew up here. I grew up on this country for over 35 years. My family has been this country longer than I have been, either through legal immigration, Irish and Italian, or German Dutch if you make have it, or they come from slave ships. That right there speaks volumes. And when you have the MAGA media going on to be more and more emboldened by bullshit like this, you could tell that most people, they're gonna silence them. You're gonna try to silence me. You better not. You better, because I will be protecting myself. I'll protect myself. I don't need a gun to protect myself. I will make sure that that nobody is gonna make threats like that. Nobody. I mean, let's face it. And for those who are wondering, yes, I will on YouTube. The comment section will be closed. Point blank. Anybody who comments on this video, even if it airs on YouTube, will not be able to comment. I do not want MAGA trolls going after me nonstop. I'm not pretending I'm pinning under free speech, but I'm making sure that I block them to be more and more concise. Secondly, everyone's free to open on what I do on social media or whatever have you, because this is where I stand. I do not support a president who does bad things. Like, we're not gonna get held if it comes to a pandemic and somebody dies from this. Who's to blame? Name the health organizations or the president who pulled them out of a health organization. If someone gets hurt or gets killed, who's to blame? Well, maybe you can't blame the many people he pardoned, but you can blame the guy who pardoned him in the first place. This is tough. This is a tough world we're navigating in. This is nothing new in 2017. History was repeating. If history starts to repeat itself again, you can be rest assured it's not new here. It's nothing new to say. There's nothing to. I am not afraid to be open-minded on what I do or what I bring to the table. My talents as a human being should not be overlooked. And if you despise that fact, then maybe you should think about being a better human being than That's why it makes it. I'm more happier being a human being. You can be miserable all you want, just don't be around me when it happens. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time.